here's a quick little lesson in quantizing editing. Of course, if I select this region right here and press the Q button, it just quantized everything to my grid setting here, whatever I have it set at. See how it all changed? And it's not going to sound that good right now because I didn't play it. You know, you got to have it set to the way you're playing. But it's that easy, having that snap to grid feature. And of course, you can go up and change it. I'm sorry, I didn't want that. If you go and you oh, wait a second here. I select a node, I can left click in the start time, and I have a little Quantize menu comes up. You know, it does exactly what it says here, and there's a couple keyboard shortcuts right there for you. And you don't have that feature when you have it a marked range. See, I'm clicking in here, but you do have the keyboard shortcuts, the Q and the other ones. So that's a little so you can quantize it real quick. Select a mark region, or that note's just off. Little Q puts it to your grid setting. Q for quantize. Okay, let's move on to just to let you know, there is no nudge feature in the Midi workstation, at least not yet, and we don't know if Bob will put that in, but there is none or no nudge feature, so don't go looking for it. Okay, where are we going next? Okay, let's move to the step record feature, which is pretty cool. It's a cool feature. And if I left click on that step feature button, step record button, the mouse changes to show you that you're in the step record mode. And what does step record do? Well, it's pretty simple. Put the cursor where I want it to be, and I can enter in notes. See that? I was way out of line there. I mean, I'm going too far down the keyboard so you can't see it. See? See I'm putting them in there? Let's see, where's this note? Okay, let's go. Let's put a note in right here. See? It just did it right there. Now, if I want to make sure I'm in view here when I'm doing this. Okay, I'm going to press this key, and if I use my right mouse right arrow keys, I can make the duration longer. See that? Let's do this. Let's go out of here. I just wanna. Okay, let's go back here. Let's go into step record, and let's. Oh, what am I doing? Let's move down here so you can see it better. There. Now we'll step record here so you can really see it. You know, I can see the notes here where I'm at, right? And now I can put the cursor where I want it, and I just put a note in. Now if I hit that note, hold it down with my left mouse button, I use my right arrow key, I can set the duration. See? And if I have the grid mode on, which you should have it on because it really makes things helpful, it will snap, and I want to make it that long. See that? That's pretty cool. Now, there's another feature in Step Record, which is called the auto step mode. And what that does is, if I go up here, I have it step record active, and right click. See how the cursor moves automatically down the timeline? And you can speed it up. You can speed it up. Oh wait, you can speed it up. See, or slow it down by pressing the minus or plus buttons. See that? Pretty cool, huh? So now if I had to slow it down way down to where it's not even moving, now when I enter a note, it's just gonna, it will move down to the next grid setting after I'm done. Pretty cool. So that's step recording. Pretty simple to understand. It's a neat little feature, that auto. And I showed you the duration, how to keep the duration going. Okay, next we have the step draw. This couldn't be simpler. When you're moving this around in step draw, you're gonna hear all the notes. And step draw. I just pressed the left button and I just drew a note. And it's gonna snap. The note's gonna only be as long as what you have it set here. That's step drawing. Saw gives you a number of ways of editing and writing in notes. That's step draw. And one thing here, I want to put a note here. Now I just click and it adds the note to the length of the grid setting. Now if I hold the left mouse button down, watch what happens. I can draw the length, the duration. See that? Just click it once, you get one note. Click and hold, and you can draw. That is step drawing. Let's go to our control data, editing and moving around. And when you hit the display key here, you'll notice that the notes turn gray, letting you know you're in display mode, which is the data display mode, and the data is represented by these colored bars. Well, let's go down here. Here I have a couple. I have a main volume here, entry. I'm gonna take the grid mode off so I can. And to select a data entry, you merely just put the cursor to the right of the actual data you want to select. You can't click on this to select it. It doesn't turn any color or anything like the notes. So you just, if in the manual it says if the data is to the left of the cursor, it is the active data, the one you can control. I say it's the selected data, and if the cursor's to the right of it, it's selected. It's that simple. That's one way of selecting, and of course you can do the marked range and select it. Pretty simple. You can select a bunch of marked, select a bunch of data if you had a bunch in here. How do you move this data? Well, you select it. I want to move this data entry, and I'm going to go right back to Shift or Control left drag, and I'm going to shift this right or left over here. I just moved that data. I'm going to shift it back over here, and I'm going to shift that data down to this track. You're getting the picture now, isn't it? It's all the same. It all works the same. And I bet you what am I going to do next? How about the snap feature? I have that selected. I press the backspace. It snaps it over there. Remember? Backspace, snap. All the same. All the same. And of course, copying. How do I copy? Well, I can shift or control, drag, press the right mouse button while I have the left mouse button held down, and I just copied it. I can also put the cursor here and do the control backspace. Snaps it there and copies it. Same with the control left clicking with a drag and a right click, and I just copy that down, that data down there. Very, very simple. Once you get the hang of it, you start seeing that. I mean, the shift control left drag feature, you can move anything anywhere and copy it with a right click. Too simple. Very simple. And to delete, of course, you select it and press the delete button. Select it. Select it. Delete. Of course, your undo features work the same here. Very simple. Now, what about editing as far as changing this data? Well, if I select it there by putting the cursor to the right of it, I can use this data fader. See, it changes it. I can go up here and use these little plus or minus increments. I can left click in there and get a menu, select that. I can also go up here and right click in the display mode and a menu comes up and I can draw some volumes, changes. That's how you draw them in there. Very simple. And when you're in the display mode, draw mode, I mean, to get out of it, you can either click this and then you're totally out of display mode, or you can press the escape button. If you press the escape button, you're out of the pencil mode. Pretty simple to understand. Now, let's draw in some other stuff here. How about a pan? A couple pans. And how about a pitch change or bend? Now look, we have all this data and it's different because different colors. Now watch the window here. If you want to know what color this represents, what data does purple represent, just put the cursor to the right of it and it will tell you. See? When it's right, you can change it right there. Now here you have the filter button, and the filter filters out the last selection. This is showing the last selection I had the last time I had the filter opened and selected one, and it's the pitch bend. Now if I want to see just the pan, I click that and I show just the pans. I mean, this is pretty straightforward and easy to understand. Volume changes right there. And you can change all of them. Now when you do this, I marked them, and if I bring them all down, it makes them all the same value. See that? Control. We're getting you familiar with the MIDI workstation, and I think that about does it. Very, very easy to move around and edit your MIDI data inside the MIDI workstation. Very, very simple. We went over a bunch of stuff, and now that you have a good grasp of it, and you know some of the terminology and stuff, you can dig a little into the manual, and there might be some stuff I didn't cover, but this should get you up and running fast in the MIDI workstation so that you can edit your material.